स्टार्ट करना। Welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course, Phase 2, Purushottam Yoga, Gita Chapter 15, Lesson 66. Today, in this lesson, we shall be parallel with the sequential rendering for text. Text is sequentially organized as Shloka 1 to Shloka 20. As such, we shall sequentially render the meanings for the text starting with Shloka 1 and reach up till Shloka 20. And these meanings, firstly it should be a simple rendering, and then we should reach at mathematical rendering. Shloka 1, text, have a text in your hand, be through this text of 9 words, and then read it sequentially, starting with Udharva Moolam and reach up till Ved with Udharva Moolam to Ved with. Now see, here the format being availed is of a tree, Ashwatham. It is this tree whose format is being taken. It is of TC value 20. And then it is taken as being having the roots upwards and the stem downwards. And its organization is being taken as that Paran or the Vedas. As Chand, the filters. The format as it is as if that we are in the northern hemisphere and we are glimpsing a tree in the southern hemisphere. The tree here will have naturally the stem and the roots, because in the southern hemisphere the earth surface is like this. Now when we are here in northern hemisphere and we will view this tree, naturally it's to us, while viewing from the northern hemisphere, roots will be upward and stems will be downward. It is this tree in terms of which the existence is being depicted. So the existence is being viewed while in a northern hemisphere, but the format is as is of a southern hemisphere. This view as it is, this simple rendering that the tree of this world as a tree is of reverse orientation, that its roots are upwards and its stem is downward. This is Shloka 1. Now from here, when we reach Shloka 2, then the context of Shloka 2 in continuity of Shloka 1. Here we have adopted the format of a tree with roots upwards and stem downward. Then sequentially we are seeing that this format as it is, when is to be taken as a Manushya Lok within our world, as a world of surface of the earth of a northern hemisphere. So we are living on a earth. This earth is of northern hemisphere surface and is of a southern hemisphere surface. While we are in northern hemisphere and we are seeing the tree of the southern hemisphere, then it looks to us that roots are upwards and the stem is downward. However, when we revisited that we are on the surface of earth, outer space is a force space, and in this space, when we had revisited, tried to glimpse the southern hemisphere part, then in this Manushya Lok, this Manushya is 29 and Lok is 14. Together it is 43. In the context of 8-directional frame, this as of value 43 is 21 plus 22. So this purv, the transcendental content flowing from sun through its rays enters the 8-directional frame or creates a space through its eastern window, and it reaches up till the west, Paschim. So the flow in from east and it's reaching back at this. Now here this flow is sequential from 21 to 22. Total reach is 43. So within 4 space, when the 5 space content enters, the same as such causes an explosion. It makes the things of a Visfort, 5 space as the origin of a 4 space. So 14 plus 15 is 29. This is Manushya Lok. Now the 5 space, while is in flow within a 4 space, it splits the 4 space into a pair of 4 space domains. Now this value 29 plus this value 14 is 43. As such, the tree which was formatted in Shloka 1 as of roots upwards and step downward is being not properly conceivable. It appears that there is no such existence of any such tree, or this word as such cannot be like that. Step ahead in Shloka 3, it is said that to have a comprehension of this tree means to have the comprehension of a southern hemisphere from the northern hemisphere and within a 4 space. That means with 5 space entering 4 space, causing an explosion as northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere is the phenomenon which in fact is going to be of 4 space domain itself splitting into a pair of 4 space domains, and this makes the Brahmand the 14, 15 and then 14. It is this universe. So we are viewing the universe as a tree roots upwards, but in 4 space it is to be of the format of a sequential flow. But that way the format which was taken, adopted for Shloka 1 as such appears to be that it is not possible to conceive it, it is not becoming possible to establish it. Therefore, Shloka 3, a step ahead, states that to have a comprehension of Shloka format 1 into Shloka format 2, what we have to do? Number 1, we have to take care of a man. Further, we have to take care of a moho. And third, we have to take care of a sang. Now see what this actually means. Man is of TC value 20, moho is 26, and is 13. Now see, in the context of a human body, this is going to be a sharir, and the sharir is sthul, it is suksham, and it is karan. Sthul is 20, equal to a man. Suksham is 26, equal to moho, and karan is 15, and sang is 13, means it is going to be 13, 13, synthesizing as 15, that is within 4 space, 2 space as dimension. So the Shloka 1 gives us a format of roots upwards, that is of a southern hemisphere being viewed from northern hemisphere. Shloka 2 takes us that when we will view it within 4 space, then within 4 space it will not be an intelligent comprehension, it will not be coming within the thoughtful format, and as such what we have to do is that we have to transcend our sthul sharir, mundane body, the suksham sharir, the subtle body, and karan sharir, the causal body. It is then and only then, after this, we shall take the steps for having investigation, having a research as to what it is happening. Therefore, the 4th shloka gives us that if we want to be parallel with the organization of Gita 15 and want to have a reach at fourth shloka, then we have to be sequentially through the first three shlokas, that the model of the uprooted tree which is not intelligible within the four space. Then for it, firstly we have to man, that is the Mayer, that is the domain to dimension is to be taken care of. Then Moho 26, it is hypercube 7, that is the origin also is to be taken care of. And then it is Karan, that is we have to be careful as to that there are as many as 15 versions of the seventh space, and then its dimension is going to be 13. So for it, it is called Sang. So these three things once taken care of, then and only then we will be in a position to view the real state of tree or of our own world. So Vishnu with TC value 19 and Briksha of TC value 19 and southern hemisphere of TC value 19. Therefore, to have a real comprehension of a tree of southern hemisphere while sitting in northern hemisphere, then we have to take care of these orientations. That is, we have to take care of dimension because we are going through the domain. We have to take care of the origin as we are going to be another sphere of, and we also have to take care of the way the transcendental content, five space, which has flown within creators of space. And then and only then we will be in a position to have the comprehension as is going to be the comprehension of Shloka 5. Read the